So I wanted to talk about another type of tax that comes out of your pay, Social Security and Medicare. These are not income taxes. Basically, this money is geared to go towards specific programs. So whereas income tax just goes to kind of fund the government, Social Security taxes go into a Social Security fund and Medicare taxes go into a Medicare fund. They're used specifically for Social Security and Medicare. Now, they're very easy to calculate. So that's kind of a nice thing after the federal income tax. But what I want you guys to realize is kind of what they're for and how they're structured here. So your Social Security taxes go to pay for retirement and disability benefits for people that can't work or aren't able to. The only kind of catch on this is that once Social Security taxes get deducted, they're a percentage, they get deducted from your income, but only for the first $97,500. I have no idea who came up with that number. It seems kind of random. But what that means is if you make more than $97,500, they're not going to take Social Security taxes out of the overage. So you'll pay 6.2% of $97,500, but then everything after that is not taxed for Social Security. You're still going to pay income tax, federal and state. Medicare, however, it's a different percentage. This goes to pay for medical insurance for people that need assistance, and that rate is different, 1.45%, and there's no limit. So I don't know why they're different. I don't know who structured this. I don't even know where they came up with the percentages, but I know how to do the math. So I do want to kind of explain to you how these are structured because they're worded a little bit funny. When it says the earnings to date, that basically means from January 1st until whenever this problem was written. That's to let you know if they've hit that $97,500 threshold, which I don't think any of these problems do, but that's why that's in there. So if these problems had been over $97,500, we'd have to do this Social Security part different. But we're not going to worry too much about that. They're just going to kind of keep this realistic. So I kind of omitted a lot of the unnecessary stuff on this. It doesn't matter who this person is. It doesn't matter how many deductions they have. It doesn't matter. None of that stuff matters. We're just going to look at the dollar amounts. So I'm going to kind of set this up. Social Security, I'm going to do that calculation. Then I'm going to do the Medicare calculation separately. So their monthly salary. Now, when we did the federal income tax and the state income tax, we looked at annual dollar amounts, and then we took it down to whatever we needed to. When it's just a flat percentage, there's no exemptions to allot for. There's no bracketing system like the federal income tax. It doesn't matter if you calculate a percentage at the annual level, the monthly level, the weekly level. It's going to wind up being the same dollar amount. So, like if we were doing one of these for someone's annual salary, their annual salary, we calculate their tax, and then it asks for the weekly income tax or the weekly Social Security. You just need to divide it by 52. That adjustment's pretty straightforward. But we're just going to go with the calculations for whatever this is given. So this is a monthly salary versus number 2 is a weekly salary. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to take the dollar amount times the percentage rate. So the Social Security was the 6.2%. So when I do my math, I'm going to make that 0.062. 3,100 times 0.062. Grab your calculators. That is $192.20. Okay, that is a month paid to Social Security. The Medicare tax, I'm just kind of abbreviating these to speed things along. It's the same $3,100, but it's 0.0145. Okay, I've changed my percents to a decimal, so you got to move that 2 places to the left. And that's going to amount to $44.95 per month. Okay, now if you wanted to know what that would be annually, you take the monthly taxes and multiply it by 12. All right, same setup over here. Again, this is letting us know that they haven't gone over that $97,500, so I can do the Social Security tax just like normal. So I'm going to kind of organize this the same way. I'm going to take their Social Security take their salary times the Social Security rate, which is going to be $2,170. And then Medicare is the same, but with a different percent. It's the same $350, but a different 0145 is $5.08. Okay. Now, on the next question, I ask for the total deductions. Total just means add. So after you calculate your Social Security and your Medicare, add them together. Okay. Oh, too far. Riley Henderson's gross biweekly pay. That means they get paid every 2 weeks. So they get paid 26 times a year. Riley Henderson's gross biweekly pay as a manufacturing parts inspector is $728. So every 2 weeks, Riley makes $728. His earnings to date for the year totaled $26,208. Again, that just means, hey, he didn't hit that $97,500. So no special calculations here. So we're going to go through one at a time, calculate the Social Security, calculate the Medicare, and then add them together at the end. So his Social Security, 728 times 0.062, 6.2%. That is $45.14. Medicare, same 728, different percent. That is $10.56. And then the total, add them up. 45.14, 10.56. My total is $55.70. Okay. It's a lot easier when you don't have to contend with the progressive bracket of the federal income tax, and you don't have to account for any sort of exemptions. There's no breaks when you're doing Social Security and Medicare.